Hello, it's episode 19 of the daily vlog. Be a little bit shorter one today, I think, for a couple reasons. I've got a guy over here doing some work on the house because we're trying to get ready to move, potentially. I've not quite formulated all my thoughts on what I thought I'd talk about, and that's the art flippers. What I mean by that is the guys who show up at shows to get cheaper art, and then they, with the intention of turning around and selling it on eBay for a profit. And I know a lot of bigger names have dealt with this by limiting the number of slots and all kinds of things, and I've been hit by it a couple times. There was a one particular piece that I won't call him out here, but there was a piece I did a couple years ago at a show that I was really proud of. It required me to think a little bit, and it came out really well, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And the guy seemed really happy with it, and then turned right around and they'd put it on eBay and marked it up, like 500%. And I don't know if it sold or not, but I knew it was up there like perpetually, like it was up there a long time. So it's like the whole, like, you really didn't, so the thing with you go to a show and you want fans who have a budget to be able to get art. So you don't price it like, if you're going to do a sketch, you're going to do the best sketch you can and price it affordably. The understanding that, you want people to have your art, you want to make a little bit of money. And what people that flip art have kind of tapped into that and say, oh, artists aren't charging a whole lot. Because if you charged as much as they were trying to get, the average fan on a budget at a show is not going to get any of your art. So I had posted this one time on Facebook when this thing happened with this guy, and someone made a point that I get, and he's like, well, he wasn't defending the person necessarily, but was saying, at the time you got what you thought was a fair price, and then what he did with it was his thing, right? Was his business. And that's true, except that my fair price was based on the fact that I thought I was pricing it affordably for someone, so that I'm not pricing out everybody else, because they don't go in with the intention of, hey, can I get some art so I can resell it? I mean, basically you're using the convention as a wholesale warehouse for your, all right. Anyway, when it's hard enough for artists to make a living, and they're trying to make a living at the show pricing affordable art so that more people can get it, and they make up the money that way, and the average person's not spending $800 on a sketch. So, and this, this was brought up to me. Maybe this is why some people are kind of standoffish at shows. I get that. And I don't know, I'm still working that out. When this thing happened, this was a sketch cover. And if you don't know what a sketch cover is, it's companies will make comic books with a blank cover that just has the title. That's a kind of paper that you can draw on, so fans can get artists and get sketches. One solution is personalizing it and saying, hey, if I'll give you the normal fan rate of, say, $60 for the sketch. If you let me say to Steve, blah, blah, blah. If not, it's going to be $200. So if the person wants this piece of art for them, there should be no problem personalizing it. I keep forgetting to do that. So, when you first come across it and you get irritated, you're like, I'm gonna make sure nobody does this to me, and then you cool off and you go to the show and you just go back to your normal routine. So that's one way of dealing with it, but still be friendly about it. I don't think there's, still be friendly. There's no reason to be standoffish because this isn't most people. This is a very small percentage, right? This is not. These are the more business minded people most people are the shows are just fans and they want stuff. So I don't want to make the most people suffer for the, you know. So anyway, it's kind of a gray area. I mean, you know, if you go to a show and that's what artist is charging, and you figure that out, hey, it's the, you know. But there is a dynamic of people need to understand that, one, artists are making, it's hard to make a living. This is a component of, you know, there's a balance of, I need to make a living, but also make my art affordable so people can just walk into a show with cash in their pocket and say, oh, I like that, how much is it? And it'd be reasonable. So, you know, the art flipping thing, it's kind of not unethical. It just kind of sucks. I mean, other than that, I don't know what the answer is. But, you know, if you got any thoughts, post them in the comments, send me a message. I said this was going to be a shorter one, but it's the same length as all the others. So, all right, back to G.I. Joe and getting stuff done. Remember, South Carolina Comic-Con this weekend, March 25th? Sure, I don't know. I have a calendar on my wall that says December 16th. It's 2016 because I'm on the ball with buying the new calendar. All right, see you tomorrow.